Hey guys, welcome back. Millennium Falcon parts 67 to 71, getting on the build here. Before I forget, Fanhome does send this to me free of charge, so thank you Fanhome. And if you want to subscribe, the link is below. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so back at this. It's been a few months. Now I've got quite a few packs stacked up of this because firstly, pack 15, which we're going to do here, was stuck in a warehouse for like 3 months before OSM provided to me. Some of the other ones shipped pretty quickly, so I still have 16, but I have 17 and 18, pack 17 and 18, so it's all jumbled. So I obviously can't go too far ahead or skip any ahead because it goes in order. So what I can do at least is pack 15, which is 67 to 71. At which point, when we're done with this, I'm going to have to wait for pack 16 to show up, and then I can do 16, 17, 18, knock it out in one video. So that's kind of where we're at. Because I had all these kind of put in the same box, I don't have the actual packaging, but you get the idea. So 67 to 71, the 5 parts here. And you can see the parts, again, loose here. So we've got 67, 69, 68 over there. So it's just basically some panels, nothing too much to write home about. I'm going to pull all these to the side. And let's start with 67. So we're going to knock this out quickly and efficiently as possible. And, okay, so 67 is actually going to take some work because we've got the starboard recess. So we have a part here, we have some sprues cut out. Typically fine super glue is just the way to go, to be honest with you. And we're going to stick all the parts in to get this. I remember we did part like this a few months ago, and actually it was pretty tricky trying to figure out where it all goes. So we're doing, I guess that's a port side, so now we're doing starboard. So that's pretty much it. So 67. Okay, we have 2 quite heavy-duty panels, some kind of spacer and some screws. But guess what? We don't use any of those on this one. So we're going to use the 4 parts from issue 66. So I'll take out the parts from 66, get disassembled, and be right back. So there we go. Finished it. Actually, not so bad. Just sat down with the instructions, took my time, step by step, added all the various parts, and looking good. Using my old Temu super glue. I got just like $1 on Temu. If you remember a video before Christmas, and it's still going strong. Just added some of these. Also on Temu, the precision adapt, whatever you call them, the little things on the plastic for precision, and just a couple of drops. And yeah, it's going to get no problem at all. Early on, you remember like a year ago when I started this, I was using plastic glue. Found it was a little bit, stuff was starting to fall off, so now just super glue everything just to be sure. So got that, and you see on the sprues here, we have a couple of pieces left over on here, which is perfectly fine, and that completes that stage. So take it away and bring in number 68. And what we're basically doing, 68, is building the engine bay cover. So we're just basically assembling, these 1, 2, 3, 4 parts here. So this is what you get in the box for 68, and you got a couple of panels, a couple of these little like what's the technical word for this? Braces or connectors, I guess. And we're basically just taking what we have from the last pack 67, and getting the extra panels as well. And we have the screws there as well. So just going to sit down, basically just screw all this together, and we're going to end up with this kind of shape. Okay, so I skipped ahead in 69 as well, because 69 was just a couple more panels. So that's a completed like engine bay cover. You can see just basically these connectors, screwing those screws in there, and you get this, which actually not fit isn't absolutely amazing, but by any means. But I guess we've got stuff going on top of these here to block out some of these seam lines. So don't attach it yet. There's a perfect gap on the plating on the main kind of frame for this to go in, but there's some screws that go in here, etc. We don't do anything with it. So that's it. Put that aside for another month later on down the road. On to stage 70, we're going to work on some more parts here. This time we're going to do some more hole plating. So 70, we got this guy. And basically, again, going through all the details, cut them off the sprue, a little touch of super glue, adding all these details on, and we're going to end up with this. So this is the big boy right here, the part, and we have one guy here. And I think we're probably going to use these previous parts as well. So yeah, let me get at it. So I'll sit down, take my time, work my way through these 45 steps here, and get these parts attached to the hole plating. All right, so added all the parts, round the side, again, taking my time, look at the instructions, and super glued them all on. And there we go. So we're going to need that in a minute, I think. And finally, for this video, part number 71, the final part, the 5 we got this month, or what, like 3 or 4 months ago now. So we're adding magnets, okay? So we're going through adding a bunch of magnets to stuff, assembling the cover, and we're going to end up basically looking like this. And more magnets. Okay, so in the pack we do have, surprise, surprise, a bunch of magnets, a couple of pins. We have another thing of sprues, this guy, and a plate. So there we go. I'll go ahead and get this assembled, and we'll come back for the final time and then wrap it up. Alright, so put this all together. Just magnetize the back here. And there's magnets go on the inside down, smaller ones. You get larger ones and smaller ones. So smaller ones go in here, touch of glue. Well, actually, a lot of these are in glue. They fit so firmly. Now, I try to push them right in, but actually looking at it, they should be protruding by like 1 millimeter or 2 each one on the back here. This is just kind of slots into place. So I'm going to show you then the next part, which I have to zoom out a little bit here. Ugh. And bring in the big guns. And the larger magnets, or they call them rollers, I think, are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Touch of glue in each one, again, super glue, push those in. And what's going to happen is, I think this below here is where the interior is going to be. And this is magnetized. And these magnets are pretty strong. Like, you can see how that's on. And it fits absolutely perfectly, like that. So that gives you an idea what we've got going on here. Again, magnetized really strongly. And if I turn this around the other way, again, I'm kind of heavy as well. This is a part we did earlier on. This part, as you can see, fits absolutely perfectly on the back there. Again, if I can zoom out a little bit more. So, not going to attach it yet, but this does fit perfectly on the back. That's where the engines are. And obviously that bit on the front there. So that is it for these 5 parts. Now, I've been on at this for about 2 hours, so it's quite a lot of work on this one. Quite interesting. Not tons, you know, nice mix-ups like kind of screwing bolts and sprues and gluing and magnets, that kind of thing. So yeah, pretty enjoyable. So again, if you want to subscribe to this one, the link is below. And yeah, I'll catch you next time. Goodbye.